live. Back to some downtown news. So it's time to partner up and get your AI going. In the news, we've got, RunBot AI, ShipYourCarNow AI, Central Dispatch, $100 million investment still on my mind. Ship.Cars and America's Auto Auction, Orbee and UVeye, Black Widow and Ravin, Super Dispatch and SGT, One Auction View and Kinetic Advantage, and Acertus, TNR, and NADA. So it's AI and partnerships. Do me a favor. Can you see me and can you hear me? Now I'm going to keep going. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to be too soft. I want to be just right. And I also know, listen, this is a surprise. Sorry for the surprise, just live stream out of nowhere, but it's Tuesday night. I got to go live. Oh, here, let's check I like a little bit of, I like the way those buildings look. Ooh, I'm right between the buildings. Perfect. Okay. Again, let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. Please say hello in the live chat. What's going on? Hey, what's up, Gary? You see me, you hear me? Perfect. Thank you. Now, am I yelling? Is it too quiet? Is it windy? Just thumbs up if it's okay, and I'll just keep going. But thank you once again. What I'm doing is I'm talking about downtown news, AI, partnerships. We got you sound great. Thanks, Travis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. 10 minutes of news, probably 15 minutes. You know how I roll. But I do want to start off with, I said Cox doubles down on their $100 million investment. I still keep thinking about this, so I'm going to keep talking about it. And I'm probably going to think about it every day, because here's why. So there's the stage. Okay, RunBuggy has said they've got an AI, they've got RunBot, car shipping evolution using AI on their auto logistics platform, using artificial intelligence to orchestrate shipping process, using data and analytics to make faster decisions and more efficient decisions. I think it's great. That's awesome. And here's why we know it's awesome. ShipYourCarNow today has announced they're unveiling their own AI technology suite to revolutionize auto logistics. I think we're going to see all of the big auto logistics players start to announce AI, because it's a logical next step. And it's what's going to happen very quickly is the client is going to expect it. I also want to talk about, let's see, we've got some other things here in my news bag. Ship.Cars and America's Auto Auction. I saw this. I thought this was interesting. So let's read what this means. Ship.Cars and America's Auto Auction are Ship.Cars LoadMate Pro at auctions promotes 3 to VP roles, and America's Auto Auction is going to implement. And I'm also glad that in this article it mentions auctions, because let's not forget, who are we targeting, right? Dealers, OEMs, auctions, remarketing, and we are targeting them with AI technology for faster, more efficient shipping, because there are now so many auto transport technology companies that clients are going to wonder what the difference is. Luckily here at ATI, it's something that we talk about regularly, because, well, let's face it, I've become an expert as a third-party auto logistics software evaluator. So that's what I do here, and that's why I talk about it. So I find it interesting. Ship.Cars. Now, Montway already focused on auctions with Auction Edge. Here's Ship.Cars making headway into America's Auto Auction. And as the second largest auction group in North America, America's Auto Auction, that's a big deal. So they're going to continue to drive advancements and efficiency for their clients and customers. So here's one of the sidebar questions is, do other parts of the ecosystem wonder what this means? And if they do, please send in your questions to autotransportintel@gmail.com, because I want to talk about that. I think one of the things that gets lost, and even as I read this, well, the company, Americas, may know what they're talking about, and Ship.Cars may know what they're talking about, but do the service providers know what they're talking about specifically in this instance? Gary says, 300 million sounds like auto transport evolving to a place we have not seen before. Correct, Gary. Ding! It is. It's absolutely going to evolve, and ATI plans to be at the forefront following this evolution. Also, in evolution of AI, I want to talk about partnerships for a few minutes. Here we've got Ravin. Ravin is a vehicle inspection AI for mobile device vehicle inspections. shooting video. The video uses AI to capture damages without somebody having to write them down. Plus, it's more specific, gets it real time to the customer. Ravin has partnered with Black Widow. Remember how ATI we used to talk about Black Widow a lot? And what's interesting, Black Widow is also in the hardware technology for driving through the Black Widow hardware. So if Ravin Vehicle Inspection AI is going to partner with Black Widow vehicle inspection hardware, this could get really interesting. Also, in the vehicle inspection space, we know that Orbee is working with UVeye as well as many other companies. Orbee's working with CarNow. I had written some of those other ones down. And I'm on my laptop out in the elements, so I'm doing the best I can. But here's one for you. Super Dispatch and SGT announced their partnership today. It's now getting hard to keep up. Not every week is spectacular news week. Like the last week in December, I was really having to dig. This week, it's all over the place. SGT Auto Transport, who you've heard of, posting loads on Central, which, by the way, is putting a $100 million investment, is joining forces with Super Dispatch. Now, as I read this news, okay, so SGT Auto Transport, a broker on Central Dispatch, is partnering with Super Dispatch. Do you see how everything starts, and this explains the double down. So let's end with that, because one has asked, maybe two have asked me, possibly three, Jay, why do you think the double down is happening now? And in fact, when I put a post on LinkedIn, Mehmet says it's important to consider timing when making acquisitions. 3 years ago, Super Dispatch was ahead of Central Dispatch. Acquiring them for $50 million might have made time at the sense. Central Dispatch is lagging behind competitors, raises questions. The bus is here. Why the force switch from BATS to JTracker, no API, BOL. He's asking hard questions about, hey, Central, where were you 5 years ago? And even mentions SGT in his comments, and there it is, Super Dispatch and SGT. Well, it may not matter where people were 5 years ago, because if this year, between that RunBot, ShipYourCarNow, and other AI announcements that we're going to see, Central Dispatch's $100 million investment, and like its mobile apps and partnerships and AI all converging at the same time. I mean, there's going to be a lot more news, and I'm really excited that I created a channel that was focused on auto logistics initially. I've opened it up to the ecosystem, OEMs, dealers, auctions, brokers, carriers, equipment, compliance, and remarketing. And between my coverage of NADA, hey, I want to give a couple shout outs. Shout out to UVeye. If you haven't seen the UVeye clip on ATI, it's got some music, and Samantha Foster's talking about the hardware. Shout out to UVeye, awesome collaboration. I also want to give a shout out to RunBuggy. Pamela from RunBuggy was on a recent panel, and RunBuggy edited the panel and show info into about a 90-second clip with some NADA coverage. Awesome. Shout out RunBuggy. Thanks for doing that. And shout out Cox Automotive. Brian Finkelmeyer, Micah Tindor, Patrick Janes were all on ATI a couple weeks ago with amazing information. It wasn't just a phone-in celebrity appearance. These guys brought their A game, and I think that we were able to make content that was unique for what they put out. I think that it was a bit cutting edge. I think it was very comfortable, authentic. I think people are responding to it. There's a lot of thumbs up and responses and replies on LinkedIn. I also posted another YouTube short with Patrick Janes, and my point is this, is that this is a new year between the AI and the investments in auto logistics and what's happening on ATI and what's happening in the news. Buckle your seatbelts. 2024 is going to be a really interesting year, and I'm so glad we're here for it. Thank you for joining me for it. Thank you for your support and your authenticity. By being authentic, it helps me keep the shows authentic, and that's what we're doing here. And you're going to see a lot of interesting moves on ATI this year. So thank you so much. Hats off. From our remote live downtown news. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Peace out, everybody. Thank you.